Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion, and I am in absolute shock of how well we've been doing. You can see the league table there, we're 4th. We haven't actually lost a league game since the Nottingham Forest match. In fact, the only match that we have lost since the last episode, we didn't technically lose. It was against Hull in the EFL Cup third round. We lost on penalties. It was a 2-2 draw in the game. Daniel Batty and Callum Gribben with the goals for us. Connor Ronan and Adama Diakabi with the goals for Hull. It was Mitch Clark was the unlucky player to have his penalty saved, which cost us the match. But I don't really care. I'm out of the League Cup. We got to the third round. That's probably good enough. Back in the league, and we have played 3 more games. First up was Leeds United, and we managed to just about win this. Callum Gribben with 2 goals and Marvin Sordell with a goal for us. Mark Noble and Papi Gilabodgili, maybe. I can never say his name. It is a 3-2 victory. We were lucky. Marvin Sordell just about manages to give us the victory. Callum Gribben is my new favourite footballer. He is immense. He got 2 goals and an assist in this game. He's scored more as well. Up against Sheffield United, we destroyed them 4-0. Michael Obafemi with 2 goals. Jason McCarthy and Callum Gribben with a goal as well. We definitely deserved this match, this result. Since I've changed this to league table, it doesn't show you the stats. Yeah, we destroyed them. We absolutely destroyed Sheffield United. And Michael Obafemi and Callum Gribben have suddenly turned, like they've turned it on. And they've actually started to perform well. And then finally, against Fleetwood, it was a 2-0 victory here. Michael Obafemi with both the goals, 1 on 9 and 1 from the penalty spot on 52 minutes, which means we haven't lost a league game now in 9 games. We are 9 games unbeaten. If you include the Hull and the Cardiff games, we're 11 games unbeaten. Yes, that's a red circle, but it's technically a draw on paper. That is why we are now up to 4th place in the table, and I don't understand how it's going so well. Today, we have Norwich, who are top of the table, and Southampton, who are 5th. I wasn't expecting this to be like not a title decider, but obviously a top of the table clash. I was expecting us to be mid-table, and I just wanted to play Southampton because they sacked me. Turns out, if we win against Norwich, we could go top of the table, and if we win against Norwich and Southampton, we could be a long way clear of the playoffs, let alone the relegation zone. Mark Hughes is in charge of Norwich City. Okay, so both teams are in excellent form. Both teams actually have a very similar form. We've only drawn 1 each in our last 5 games. This is going to be tough, but then again, I've said all the other games are going to be tough, so we'll probably win this 3-0. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. Simon Moore will be the goalkeeper. McCarthy, Suter, Gui and Vokins will be the back 4. Daniel Batty and Sean Longstaff will be the 2 central midfielders. Jamie Allen is slightly injured. What has he got? He's injured. He's returning to full fitness and very soon. I think he might have had food poisoning, actually. Sbarra, Callum Gribben and Taylor Richards are just behind the striker of Tyler Walker. Yep, I'm playing Tyler Walker. There's a very good reason. Marvin Sordell has a tight hamstring, so he's out for 1 day. So I don't want to risk him, and the reason why I don't want to risk him is because Michael Obafemi is injured as well. So I'd rather not have 2 players out for a long-term injury. So Sordell might come on, but it might be late on in the game. Obafemi is out for 2 to 5 weeks with a twisted ankle, and Faustino Angerin is actually out for 8 days to 2 weeks with a fractured upper arm. His injury kind of broke the game. He got injured in the 37th minute, and he just left the pitch. I wasn't even allowed to sub him. He just left the pitch, and I subbed him at half-time. So I was down to 10 men for about, 7-8 minutes? Because the game didn't let me actually do a sub. Now, I think Norwich got relegated last season. I think they were one of the teams to go down from the Premier League, so they're going to have some good players, but then again, Wolves had some good players, and we managed to beat them, so hopefully we can do the business against Norwich. We are at home as well, which our home form, as I mentioned in the last episode, wasn't very good. It's actually quite good now. So hopefully things can keep going our way. Highlight early on. Gribben to Joe Sparrow. Back to Callum Gribben. Batty into the area. Runs with the ball. Plays it all the way across to Vokins for some reason. Vokins crosses in. Though he doesn't. Not very well anyway. Richards now with the ball. To Batty. Batty back to Richards. Vokins is there. Nope, he's going to go it alone. Back to Daniel Batty, edge of the area. Gribben goes for goal, takes a deflection. McCarthy is there, and Jason McCarthy has scored his 3rd goal of the season. Jason McCarthy is a right back. Why is he scoring so many goals? Why is he getting in the area? The left back doesn't score the goals, but McCarthy is doing this on a fairly regular occasion now. Great pass from Gribben as well. It is 1-0 against Norwich. We might go top of the table. We have gone top of the table. We're 13 games in and we're top of the table. This isn't right. Clark with a throw. Pedersen. Back to Clark. To Depoitre, maybe. Ibai in the area. Back to Depoitre. Matt Clark. Krunic. To this man's name. Fulquire. Marshall. They're passing it around. We need to get the ball off of them. Vokins doesn't do it. Ibba goes for goal. And Adam Ida. Sorry, not Ibba. Makes it 1-1. 11 minutes on the clock. We're not top of the table anymore. Gribben with a corner. It goes deep. Suter is there. Gui is there, and it's cleared off of the line. Sparrow's ball upfield tries to find Walker, but can't do it. Longstaff. Sparrow all the way across to the goal scorer. Jason McCarthy keeps it in play. Comes inside. Batty. Sparrow back to McCarthy. Can he cross it in? Crosses it in. Longstaff is there, and Sean Longstaff was his 3rd goal of the season. We are back in front against table-topping Norwich. Wrong. We are table-topping Burton Albion. I don't understand. Thinking about it, I don't think I want to get promoted this season. If we go up to the Premier League now, I know we're very early on in the season, it still could all fall apart, but if we go up now, we are going to get relegated, like, instantly. We're not even going to get to, like, December. We'll be sacked by November time, because there is no way this team is going to be capable of Premier League football. We've made it to half-time at 2-1. We've been the better side. Which is, it's not, I mean, that's always what happens. So, as long as we can keep winning, I'm okay with it. Gribben plays the ball out to McCarthy. This surely can't be anything from the first highlight. We've got a throw on deep in the Norwich half, but we're not going to see it. On the hour mark, I'm thinking we might do a sub. And the sub I'm going to do, we're going to bring off Vokins, and we're going to bring on Trevor Clark. Now, Trevor Clark, he is a left winger, but he can also play as a fullback on attack quite well. Like, he's got quite a few of the stats, so, I mean, he can't tackle, but I feel like that's kind of irrelevant. Do we bring on Marvin... Oh, do we bring on Paul Morris as a striker? I mean, he can't do it, but neither can Tyler Walker. Screw it, Paul Morris, you're coming on up front. You're the one who's training up to be a centre-back. Final 15 minutes, I'm going to go defensive. I'm going to try and shut up shop a little bit because... Oh, okay, nope, this is us. Because I don't really want to throw this away. Leitner with the ball upfield. Gui heads forward. Gribben heads back. Why did he head back? Marshall, Ida into the area, goes for goal, hits it just over the bar. We are still in front with just under 10 minutes to play. It is basically full time. It is full time, and we have beaten top of the table Norwich. And I think we now go to the top of the table ourselves with that result. That is a good performance. I mean, we maybe should have scored. Should we have scored? Probably not, actually. 2 goals seems pretty fair. That is some very good reading. We are top of the table. We are 1 point clear of Norwich. We are playing Southampton next, who I think were playing Portsmouth, and by the looks of it, they actually lost. Nope, they haven't played yet. Okay, so Southampton down in 9th. If they get a victory, they will move up to 5th. Still, I mean, it's still pretty tight in there. I'm still looking for that 50 points. Welcome back. It's time for match number 2, and it looks like Southampton lost to Portsmouth. They lost 4-0. Wow. That's pretty bad. Southampton have sacked another manager. So since I was in charge, so I took over there. Can I get rid of caretakers? Hide caretakers. There you go. So since the start of the game, which we're in season 4, they've had 4 different managers, which is very Southampton, actually. So I was in charge, then Paco Yemez, then Pavel Vrba, and then Juan Carlos Nzu, who is currently still the manager. He took over in December and still got the team relegated, and actually is still in charge somehow. The starting lineup then we are going to go for in goal is Simon Moore, Jason McCarthy, Harry Suter, Mark Gui, and Trevor Clark will be the left back today because Josh Vokins is he's on loan from Southampton, so obviously he is ineligible. Trevor Clark, formerly of Southampton. Jason McCarthy, also formerly of Southampton. So we're still getting our Southampton fix. Allen and Longstaff will be the two central midfielders. Sparrow, Gribben, Taylor Richards will be just behind Marvin Sordell, who he is fit. It just says that he doesn't need a fitness test. So I don't know why it's telling me that. He's fine. Also, I think I called him Josh Vokins. It's Jake Vokins. Southampton's team, then, is very good. Angus Gunn, Bertrand, Mawson, Denier, that man's name, Berezinski, Mason Mount, Malishev, Elyounoussi, Haji, Basagog and Carrillo. That's a good team, but we've beaten better. I think this is the first time that I've returned to St Mary's, in theory, since I've been sacked. As you can see there, I'm now wearing my yellow of Burton Albion suit, no longer the red Southampton suit. I just want to win, I think. I just... Like I said, I don't know whether... Do I want to go up? Getting promoted straight away seems like a bad thing, because we're a League One team right now. So going up 2 years in a row, it worked for Southampton, kind of. So maybe it could work for us. Sordell's going to hopefully run onto that. We are 16 minutes in. Sordell gets the ball on the right, plays it back to Jason McCarthy, goes for goal. Longstaff is there. I think he might have been offside. No one's flagging. We're 1-0 up against Southampton. Sean Longstaff with the goal. That kind of came out of nowhere, and we're now 3 points clear of second place Norwich. I'm guessing they're still drawing currently. Bertrand's throw on the left. Sparrow gets in there once again. Gribben clears upfield. Sordell's going to chase with Alfie Mawson, but Mawson is going to get there first. All the way back to Angus Gunn. Long kick upfield from the youngster. Clark heads forward. Richards in the middle to Allen. Doesn't manage to find his man. Haji all the way across to Basagog. Into the area. Mason Mount is there. And Simon Moore makes the save. Half an hour in, Southampton have a corner. Mount has gone over to take the corner. It's gone deep, actually. Haji is there, and Moore once again makes a save. It's another corner to Southampton. Mason Mount again takes the corner. It's gone to the same place. It's cleared by Suter, and now Longstaff can get it clear further. Long ball upfield. Marvin Sordell's going to get there first. Look at the Burton Albion players getting into the box, but Sordell unfortunately gets tackled. Throw on for Bertrand. Lots of highlights seem to start on the left-hand side with Bertrand. Comes inside. Haji all the way across to Berezinski into the area. Gets tackled by Trevor Clark. Elyounoussi back to Berezinski. Malishev, he gets tackled. Another shot comes in and it's cleared. Sparrow now can clear it upfield. Marvin Sordell, it is 2-on-4. Gribben's going to get there. It wasn't the best ball from Sordell. Gribben, what's he going to do? Gets tackled by Alfie Mawson. And now Mawson can clear it upfield, and the counter to the counter is on. Haji, running 1-on-1 with the keeper, goes for goal, puts it into the back of the net. It is 1-1 at St Mary's. We should have taken our chance. Marvin Sordell, I'd say, probably balls that up with his misplaced pass, trying to find Callum Gribben. Berezinski with a free kick. Mason Mount plays it all the way across. Ryan Bertrand, loads and loads of space. Jumps past the tackle, and Guido Carrillo scored a goal. His third goal of the... Guido Carrillo scoring a goal, that's a bug. That is 100% a bug, because he doesn't do that. Well, we've gone from being 1-0 up to being 2-1 down. Moore with a goal kick. I nearly said a free kick. Suter up to Jason McCarthy. McCarthy needs a goal in this game. Gribben, ball upfield to Sordell. What a ball that was. What control, and Sordell's effort is just wide of Angus Gunn's post. It looks like Harry Suter is taking responsibility for, I guess, Carrillo's goal, as he's down on a 6.0 rating. It is going to be 2-1 to Southampton at half-time. Southampton probably been the better side, although, possession-wise, we have been better. No subs at half-time. I'm going to stick with the same lineup. I'm going to keep Suter on because I think he'll come through that. He'll be fine. On the hour mark, we've got another highlight. McCarthy to Joe Sparrow. Sparrow to Gribben. What was that pass, Gribben? Gribben, you've been playing so well. Now Basagog on the left. There's 5 Southampton players in the box, and Guido Carrillo scored again. I need to send a message to Miles because that's not right. That's not... Carrillo doesn't score goals. That's just, he doesn't do it. Right, Suter is coming off because he is nervous. We're going to bring on Josh Okocha. What else? Callum Gribben's having a shocker of a game as well. So Regan Charles Cook is going to come on. I don't think we do any more subs. Of all the games to lose, this wasn't the one I was expecting to lose. It was the Norwich game. I've just shouted at them to show some passion, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. It's going to be too little, too late. There's 5 minutes left to play, and we're getting no highlights. We've only had 10 shots and 2 on target all game. We just haven't really got into this match, have we? Even though we went 1-0 up. There is 8 seconds left to play. Ball upfield. Basagog's going to get there. Is it going to be 4? It better not be. Crossed in. Carrillo is there. He was well offside. It is going to be 3-1 to Southampton. It is our first defeat in, I want to say 9 games, maybe 10 games. It's disappointing, but to be honest, I'm kind of pleased, because if we start losing some games, we might finish... I want playoffs. Playoffs is kind of the region that I'm looking for. I think going up straight away might not be the best plan. So that result has dropped us down into second place, but only on goal difference. Norwich drew 1-1 with Leeds. So things are still kind of going our way. Palace have moved up into third. Preston, what happened to Preston? I don't know why I'm looking at them, to be honest. I really shouldn't be paying attention to the league at all. Just 27 points, right? We are over halfway to our target of 50. We need to get another 23 more points. That's all we need to look for now, okay? Let's stop looking at the league table. It's irrelevant. Burnley lose top spot. Screw you, I said it's irrelevant. So our 10-game unbeaten run comes to an end. Our 7 victories in the league in a row comes to an end as well. It's disappointing, but it's kind of expected. Right, next episode, we're probably going to go deep into December, because I don't want this season to go on for another 10 episodes like last season. I want it to get it through a little bit quicker. So we're going to go, let's say, a Birmingham double. We're going to go for Birmingham, and we're going to go for West Brom. 2 teams, actually, that are probably at the wrong end of the table. 17th and 18th place. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time for some matches in December. I've already decided that I'm not going to commit to the West Brom and Birmingham games, because I might not do them. I might do an earlier episode. I might even do a later one. We might go all the way through to January.